Good afternoon, everyone. How y'all doing? Hey, Pascal, saw what you said in chat. Man, I don't know why I'm getting German ads. That doesn't make any, on Twitch. That doesn't make any sense. I'm an American. I mean, I don't know if maybe you're German, I don't know, or from Europe. But yeah, no, I'm American, so I have no idea what's up getting European ads. I've been watching Wishy, so maybe that's why. Oh, okay, the algorithm's screwing you. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense because the algorithms make no sense. But, yeah, how y'all doing? Yeah, I'm live early today because we are going to be just, generally speaking, yapping our butts off for the next hour up until, the Warhammer World Championship Preview start at 1 p.m., at which point we will be tuning into that in order to watch the new reveals. Also, hey, Striker, how you doing? Having a good afternoon, I hope. If you hear stuff in the background, I'm fucking around with Tabletop Simulator right now. Checking out some of the mods that I've updated. But, yeah, it is apparently that time of the year again. I went to sleep last night. It was kind of warm, a little bit warm. I even had my AC on. I wake up today. I am freezing my ass off, and I look outside. What do I see? I see snow. So yeah, in the usual fashion, as is, my part of the country, the temperatures just plummeted overnight, and now we are officially in winter. Like, even if not on the calendar, it is snowy as shit outside. I don't think it's going to be worse tonight because it's going to freeze, and that's going to suck. Luckily, I don't think I'm going to need to be anywhere urgent tomorrow because of the weekend, but all the same. Yeah. Man, kind of glad the snow's here though, regardless. The snow is my favorite time of year, I think. Like when it starts snowing. It's cold as fuck here in Ireland too. My stepdad's farm is covered in snow. Hey, look, I feel you, man.
Books.
Hey, Psyche.
Books. Lunch.
How you doing? So yeah, you know what? Let me just, where's my game capture? Fuck it, I'll turn this on while we wait. I don't mind. I'm just fucking around with tabletop sim models, nothing major. Here it is. That should kick in any second now. There we go.
Baneblade!
Doing all right? Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I'm looking through some of this shit. Listen, these tabletop sim mod dudes are fucking wizards, man. Like, look at this. They managed to scan in Death Corps of Krieg and Steel Legion fucking, versions of the Field Ordnance Battery. Like that is so unbelievably cool, I think. Speaking of Death Corps of Krieg, that's apparently because they're getting a full range refresh in 10th edition. I would be very surprised if they didn't preview that today. Like as a big this is what's coming next year kind of thing, But trying to choose between Adeptus Mechanicus and Space Wolves is my chosen chapter. Both feel pretty appropriate. Yeah, I mean, I can't really advise you which one to go with because I'm very much a whichever one is cool for you type of dude. That said, if it comes down to it, just roll the dice, Snow is snowy. Better deploy the Vostorian Firstborn. Yeah, and their fancy ass equipment because they're all wealthy or something like that. Okay, what's predictions for models? I'm seeing Empire of Man for Fantasy, Krieg for... Okay, hey, Soundless, you know what? Let me do this. Let me bring up the, let me bring up, Twator, and I will bring up this image. Back the fuck up. All right, one moment. Let me get the media share running. Is that just going to display what I've got? No, it's not. All right, I'm going to have to fuck with it. Is this it? There it is. Okay, yeah. Right, yeah, this is what they're talking about. What's weird to me is Black Library is being shown. Why is a book dropping during... They do that. They do that on occasion, Soundless. They will reveal books. They will reveal, like new books, especially books with a lot of hype behind them. You know, so, yeah, there's a good chance of doing that. But, yeah, let's see. Gonna be 40K, Old World, Horus Heresy, and Black Library, and that one Sigmar game nobody plays. So... All right, let me do my predictions. 40K is going to be Krieg and maybe Space Wolves, with maybe a small reveal for a small teaser for another teaser for Emperor's Children. Emperor's Children possibly not, because it looks like they're going the Sisters of Battle route with those, and that they're going to be slowly previewing the models' work in progress as they go. What's his new Guard box set? 10 Deathcore Krieg Riders plus new Deathcore Krieg Rider Commander in the box with 20 Deathcore Krieg Soldiers plus vehicle. Striker, is that based on a leak, or is that just your prediction? I bet if something EC related for Lord, it'll be from Black Library, maybe. But that would be a neat reveal though, like the Deathcore of Krieg box. The box will probably also, if I had to wager a guess, it'll probably contain the Engineer squads too. But yeah, that's what we're predicting for 40K. Krieg, Space Wolves, maybe a little bit of Emperor's Children, Old World. I'm predicting the Empire of Man. Empire of Man is overdue, I think, to show up in Old World. Oh, excuse me. Horus Heresy. I think Horus Heresy is going to be either another... Horus Heresy is going to be either another, fucking, like a splat book for a Battlefield, and maybe some new models with it. I think because they previewed it in Legions Imperialis, they will probably reveal Dark Mech for Horus Heresy. Reddit leaks plus whispers, nothing official. Okay, yeah. But you know what, Striker? I do believe it. That it's probably going to be the Deathcore of Krieg box. For Black Library, I don't really know. There's rumors that there might be a final, like, wrap-up book for the Horus Heresy coming out, like an anthology book to wrap up some of the other storylines. But other than that, the only thing I could think of, and this is pure hopium on my part, like pure speculative hopium. They finally reveal Pandemonium, the last Beckwin book, because Dan Abnett's no longer shackled by the Horus Heresy anymore and can actually fucking write it. Hey, Nodor, how you doing? Welcome from the YouTube end of things. Also, Megumin, I saw you chatting there too from YouTube. Oh, Asin Boyader. I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you for subscribing. Horus Heresy bet is Alpha Legion stuff with the Alpha Legion spear. You know what? I saw that. That's a good possibility. But yeah, like I said, I'm huffing hopium that we finally get Pandemonium announced. I mean, we got fucking Interceptor City on pre-order before we got Pandemonium announced. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad. I've wanted Interceptor City to come out for a long time. It's the prequel to one of my top 3 Warhammer books of all time. Fucking Double Eagle. The problem is I really want Pandemonium to come out. I'm really afraid that Dan Abnett's Inquisition saga, which ends with Pandemonium, I'm afraid the guy's gonna pull a Winds of Winter and fucking die before he finishes it. I'm actually afraid of that. And the downside is I know he's not like George R.R. Martin, who's just fucking lazy, and it's why he doesn't want to write Winds of Winter. It's because Dan Abnett's been occupied by so much other shit, like especially Horus Heresy and The End and the Death, which was a fucking tome of a book to write. Hope we get a Primaris Blood Angel Librarian Dread. That would be cool. I don't think Librarian Dreads were in the Blood Angels rules, unfortunately. So I don't know if they were gonna come out with it late. They'd have to release a free unit card for it or something. Like they do with the Kill Team stuff. That said, that would be really cool. Blood Angels feel a little like I'm not as hard on the new Blood Angels models as a lot of people. I think a lot of people overreacted to them, overreacted negatively to them. That said, Blood Angels feel naked without the Librarian Dreadnought. That's my honest opinion. End of the Death, all 3 parts with this massive premium edition. Soundless, have you seen? It's that one bit of cosmetic gear in Darktide. It's that giant fucking tome you can wear on your back as a zealot. Real talk, I'd imagine it would be something like that, like this actual tome of Eldritch lore. That is just The End and the Death is a single book, giant 30 pound book that you have to lug everywhere on your back wearing chains. You want a book big enough to kill someone with, and 40K can do it? Yeah, probably. No, Soundless. Think of it this way. The entire Horus Heresy is one book. I'll just leave it at that. They moved the old Librarian Dread to Legends. It's on my hope. Oh, okay, it's in the Legends now. All right, yeah. Yeah, no, I'd like that. I'd like them to reveal a new one, really. Just like I said, I just feel like the Blood Angels feel naked without the Librarian Dreadnought. It's such a cool idea. I will compromise though. Blood Angels can get the Librarian Dreadnought back if Black Templars get the Chaplain Dreadnought. That's what I'd be cool with. Because of course I'm gonna stand new shit for the Black Templars. GW should make that Horus Heresy in one book as an April Fool's video. Oh. What the fuck you talking April Fools? I want them to actually do it, unironically. I want them to do it. New Secret 40K show teaser on YouTube? Oh, hold on. Let me actually look that up. We will check that out right now. Hold on, let me mute my background music real quick. There we go. All right, I'm gonna look that up. Oh, yep, there it is, front page. All right. Let's full screen this. Media share on. There we go. If you want a sledgehammer of a book, the Wheel of Time books are a good contender. Okay. I've got a bit of a spicy position on Wheel of Time. It has nothing to do with the actual quality of the books. It has everything to do with with the fact that my ex loved them, and that has given me a very sour opinion of anything my ex liked. So yeah, that's not I don't hate, it's not that I think the books are bad. I just don't want to, bad memories. Don't want to watch them. That said, I'm pretty much the same in that regard when it comes to Firefly as well. Firefly and Serenity, because they also liked Serenity. So it permanently turned me off to Serenity. But, all right. Enough yapping. For real quick, we're just going to watch this preview. It's only 38 seconds.
Power must be controlled. Fear Forged into obedience. Into faith.
Okay. All right. Okay. First of all, get your red YouTube circles out. We're gonna, yeah, no, this is, okay, Pascal, to answer your question, what I know about this story, it is a direct sequel to Space Marine 2. It's that mission. It's apparently, from what I understand, it's that mission that, Titus left to go on at the end of the game. But all right, let's see. Yeah. First of all, get it. These are obviously Blade Guard. Always love seeing Blade Guard. Let's see. These dudes on the vehicles look like chaos cultists. Like, I thought they were orcs at first, like maybe, but then, you know, we see them killing the dudes, like, hold on. Yeah, like right there. Those are very obviously like human. What else? Yeah, this Titus. Here's the part that I like. Here's the part that something I noticed that I think this is Titus before he became a Space Marine. Like, that's my prediction. Like, I think we're gonna see Titus when he was in like the trials and was like, you know, when he was chosen to be a Space Marine. Like that's what I'm thinking that character is. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, but you know what? I'm willing to that is my personal schizo post about this Also, you see Power Axe. Where was the Power Axe? Did I miss? Was it ahead? Did I go back or forward? Oh yeah, right there. Power Axe. Yeah. Gene Stealer Cultist Bike. Oh, maybe I can can I get a good shot of one of these dudes? Oh no. Okay, this dude here that's about to get his shit rocked by Space Marine. That looks like one of the Chaos Cultist minis. Like it's straight up based off one of the old minis. So yeah, these look like, I think these are Chaos guys. What else? Oh, okay. Now here's something I saw. I really like this, by the way. This is the hold on. It's the animation for the helmet going on. That is so fucking cool. Like all the individual parts that pop out so he can fit it on. And then when he puts it on, they like lock in, you know, to create an airtight seal. That is, it's only a second long. I'm going to watch it again. Hold on. I want to watch it again. That is a really cool little animation. I love fine detail shit like that. Helmet sealing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's also, he's got his, you tell it's after the main game, he's got his Laurels of Victory Lieutenant helmet now. And the eyes lighting up. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's very obviously a demon. I don't know what else would glow like that, but I don't know what kind of demon. The fact it's blue tells me it might be Zeech again. Which, you know, I think it would be cool if they listen. Slaanesh needs more love. Slaanesh is getting love. I know, I realize that. Big Slaanesh Chaos release next year. But I want to see Slaanesh more in games and in, you know, like in the video games and in the multimedia stuff, like the animations and stuff like this. Maybe, Chaos Cultist biker unit, that maybe, but it could also be one of those, oh, this is just a thing we assume they have, like, you know, like the one of the Blade Guard dudes in this has one of the Blade Guard dudes in this is a power axe, but that's not an option that's not a separate weapon they can take as an option. Maybe a screamer or a flamer could also be No, that is altogether soundless. That is altogether too small to be a Norn Queen. Norn Queens are massive. Like Norn Queens are Titan level threats. So that's got to be a demon of some kind. No door. Oh my God! Don't even joke about more Zangors. We don't need more Zangors. Like, holy crap. We get like every time they come out with a Thousand Suns box, they give us like 50 free Zangors. We don't need more Zangors. Oh, the thing behind him. Oh, hold on. Okay, Soundless. Okay, one moment.
Into faith.
Huh. You know, I don't. Soundless. I don't think that's a living thing that crashed behind him. I think it's just debris. It's debris and the inevitable blue Marvel movie laser that shoots into the sky in every Marvel movie. And every movie that apes Marvel. What else we got here? Oh, bro looks like he's going through it, though. That's... Oh, okay, that thing on his ear is new. This bit right here, that's new. But, hold on, I was looking for... Oh, it's just a bunch of quick flashes and stuff. Apparently, some people are thinking that, the legs? What legs? Maybe. But something I saw, some people are thinking one of the Space Marines is actually played by Idris Elba. That'd be so fucking cool, honestly. Oh, that's weird. I guess we'll just have to wait and see on the 10th. But no, this looks really good. Honestly, the secret level episodes of Space Marine 2 and Armored Core are the two I'm really hyped for. Because I love Warhammer and I also love Mecha, especially Armored Core. So yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna put the stream music back on. One moment. Why is okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those two. I can maybe take or leave the rest, depending on one of the... There's apparently going to be a bit of Helldivers in Helldivers 2 in the thing, in the secret level thing. I don't think it's going to be much though, because it's just like Sony is just doing like a montage episode related to their IPs, and I don't think the Helldivers one is going to be very long. Maybe a minute or two at most. Which is like, I think is disappointing. I mean, think about it. Sony could have devoted the resources to a full episode about Helldivers, but they chose Concord instead, and now look where that got them. Concord episode. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Listen, I think Sony should just cut their losses and remove the Concord episode. Did I play Concord? Did I play Armored Core before? Yeah, I played some of the older Armored Cores. I played. I missed 4 and 5, but I played 1 through 3. I missed out on 4 or 5, and then 6 came out, and it was like, yeah, nope, I'm getting that. I'm not missing this one. I really love these kit bash models that guys do. Oh, this is nice. All right, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look at this real quick. I might edit the textures on this so it's so I can use it for Black Templars, because this is really nice. I'm glad that Warhammer and Armored Core are getting their episodes, but I wish there were that we were in the timeline where Mass Effect got in episode 2. Yeah, no, I agree. Focused on old Mass Effect, basically before Andromeda. All right, now how does this thing come apart? Does this come apart? Hold on. Okay, that comes off. Nope, this is all one piece. That's actually really good. Yeah, no, I can work with that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna edit the textures of this to make a Black Templar version because I really think a replacement for the Jump Pack Chaplain is overdue. Mass Effect episode would have been a great opportunity. Yes, it would have. Granted, I've got my opinions on BioWare these days, especially after the shit show that is Veilguard. Look, I'm not as hard on Veilguard as some people. I think there's actually good qualities to it. It is not a good game. Now that said, I think people really need to just let it go now. It's like, look, it came out, it was bad, it flopped. It's really time to start it's time to move on. You've had your fun. And I looked at those. That said, after Veilguard, I do not trust BioWare to deliver a good experience with Mass Effect. Okay, I'm just calling it Mass Effect 4. I do not count Andromeda as Mass Effect 4. Oh, these are nice. These are really nice. But yeah, no, I don't count Andromeda as Mass Effect 4. Especially because it's so detached from the main story that's it may as well not have happened. I think a BioShock episode would have been awesome. You know what? Yes, but unfortunately, I think they would have based it on Infinite and not the previous BioShocks, which is a problem because Infinite was kind of bad. BioShock Infinite is legitimately one of the most overhyped games that was ever made. It was not good. New BioShock. There was that expansion to Infinite, but that was also bad. So I don't know. Personally, if in my opinion, BioShock should be left to die. The DLC ruined it. I mean, I thought the original was bad, and the DLC just made it infinitely worse. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just looking at these minis because I haven't checked out this guy's mod in a bit. This guy was it Seaborn? He does really good shit for modding. Oh, the Kroot. Is it heresy to convert Dark Angel's Terminator Knights to Black Templars? No, it is not. The only thing I would advise is get good with a X-Acto knife and a sanding. What do you call it? Little something to sand off the models with, so you can put Black Templar iconography on them. You might also not want to use the shields just because they're very specifically Dark Angel's iconography. Get a shield to replace it. Even fans of Infinite hated the DLC. I mean, look, I always remember that finally a smart game for smart gamers video that somebody made parodying people who liked Infinite, it's got that wait a minute, that card moment, and then they make it some big Sherlock fucking autistic scanning kind of thing. It's that was choice. Oh, what's this? Oh, wait a minute, these are Brood Brothers. I think they're supposed to be guardsmen. Yeah, no, they made Brood Brothers conversions. Well, damn, that's really cool. Gene Stealer, Katie, and Castellan. What's Gene Stealer about him? Oh, okay, yeah, the purple, All right, subtle. I like that. Those are from the Brood Brothers kill team, but more Cadian bits. Yeah, that's that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, those are cool conversions. I like those. I'm the people who do the photogrammetry stuff. I don't know how to pronounce that. They're like fucking wizards when it comes to this shit. Like, seriously, they're doing really good. They're doing really good shit with with converting stuff. Let's look at a mixture of chaos. See what they got. Oh, they got the new jump lord scanned in. That's a cool chaos lord. What do we got? Loyalist Khorne berserkers. Oh, they're just using their old pre-heresy coloring. Havoc with las cannon. Word bearers venom crawler. This is cool. They're just Primaris Marines with their Alpha Legion. Yeah, that's neat. Man, I hope this. I hope my stream doesn't get shellacked by YouTube because of my stream music. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be struck because it's all video game music. But yeah. Ultramarine. Carcharodons. Oh, these are cool. You know what? I need to talk to Ryko, who does the Force Org mod, and talk to them about getting the old getting like the Dawn of War Kit Bash stuff to use the Carcharodon colors again. Alpha Legion feels like one of the few groups that would have Primaris. No, they would be. They would be. Like, if I had to guess any, it would probably be, it would probably be Alpha Legion, just because not only would they potentially steal that shit through back alleys, they could also recruit Primaris Marines to their cause. Convince them to join the Alpha Legion, and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, these are ones actually that Seaborn put in at my request. Like a couple of these are like this dude, the Blade Guard, and I want to say he did the tanks at my request too. Seaborn's a really cool guy. Yeah, he does good stuff with converting scanned models using like kit bashing and painting. Guy's an actual wizard. All right, let's I think this guy's added new stuff. Yeah, Soundless, you actually reminded me of how the Khorne corrupted a bunch of Primaris Marines in the during the whole Arcs of Omen thing that was going on. So it's actually kind of a thing that I think kind of chafes my ass a little bit. Is I've seen people now. I'm just gonna close this out. I've seen people now who are being all like, why aren't the stories progressing? Why is the story static? When's this happening? Why isn't this battle ended? It's like, I don't know how to tell people, but conflicts in the 40k story tend to go on for a very long time. Multiple editions sometimes. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, look, fucking, I think it was what this is something I mentioned before when I was talking about this topic, people getting really impatient about wrapping up storylines and stuff. When the Octarius War was first mentioned in the lore, that was in like 4th edition. The Octarius War didn't wrap up until 9th edition. That was a long ass time. Like, actually, let me look this up. Let me look this up real quick. Octarius War 40K first mentioned. It's 40K. A battle doesn't end unless Games Workshop says the plane is dead and gone, and even then, maybe not. Yes, exactly. Hold on. Let me. Lexicanum, actually cites its sources, unlike that shitty fandom wiki. So we'll go with you. Okay. Octarius was the Octarius War was first mentioned in Codex Orcs 4th edition, which released January of 2008. Warzone Octarius Book 2, Critical Mass, which was the end of the war, came out in November of 2021. Now, let's do some basic ass math because it's all I'm good at. But that was a 13-year gap between its introduction to the lore and its end. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the people who think GW is being lazy because they're not continuing storylines or ending them immediately, but that's not how Warhammer works. Like, remember, the battle for Cadia ended for a long time on the line. The battle for Cadia had begun. It had no ending. It just went on until the beginning of 8th edition. You have to hop on the road and have a good stream, everyone. Hey, Nodor, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching when you could. But yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube now, so yeah, I'm gonna make that a regular thing, unless, like, what happened yesterday happens, where OBS, borked and wouldn't let me stream on YouTube, which is the only reason my Stalker stream didn't go on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for coming. Hope you have a good day. And yeah, drive safe out there. All right. Let's see. If we're talking Warhammer stuff, though, let's. I don't know if y'all saw it yet. Where? This thing. This Weta Workshop statue of Saint Celestine. Like, this is fucking beautiful. Like this. I like this. Is this gonna be like for sale or? 1/6 scale statues. Oh yeah, no, they're gonna make 850 of these only. It's on Weta's website. Huh. Oh, here it is. $1,899 for Abaddon. That makes sense. All right, let's find the Warhammers. There we go. $1,799 for this thing, but It's fucking beautiful though. Like, look at it. And as a friend of mine was saying, it's also much more stable to you know, stand up because it's not being balanced on the purity seals. Like, man, those like, I don't know if you ever assembled Celestine, but yeah, actually, don't, hold on. Let me find. Let me see if I can find that GIF again. Hold up, everyone. Shit posting, 40k shit posting, GIF. Yeah, like this. Look at that thing. I look. I love my wobbly angel girl, but I don't pretend for even a minute that this is safe or stable to transport for a 40k model. Because the fucking model just goes up on, you know, like just it's on the purity seals, and those are very, very thin, like very thin plastic. That is not safe. I can only imagine how many Celestine models have broken. If you're gonna build Celestine, absolutely look into maybe kit bashing a little bit of extra support, because yeah, those purity seals are thin and wobbly. That's my suggestion to you know, potential Sisters of Battle players. Oh, yeah, live vlog. Okay. This is for the actual tournament. This isn't related to the mini reveals, which is what we're going to be watching. Actually, it makes me think. Are they showing any like early previews of what might pop in? No, no, they're not. No, like silhouettes or nothing. Damn. I was hoping they would, so we could just have more guesstimating as to the what it might be. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Friend of mine is having her VTuber birthday today. Actually, you know what? Hold up. I don't think I can do shout outs on YouTube, but I can on Twitch. So hold on. One moment. I'll repost that too. Hold on. Let me go to. Let me see if I can spell this right. All right, there we go. Shout out to Kiyomi Hoshi. There we go. Yeah, she's having her VTubing anniversary today. So yeah, I'll giving her a shout out. Does her hyperfixation opposite of mine is Kamen Rider. So like Kamen Rider and Tokusatsu. So yeah, that's your thing. She posts about that a lot on Twitter, and you know, it's like the theme of her VTuber model. So yeah, like I said, friend of mine, anniversary, give her a follow. Let's see though. It's like 12:44. The actual live stream starts in like 16 minutes, so not that long. Should probably get to. I'll get to setting that up on the Twitch end of things momentarily. All right, yeah, all right. That's already up here. As we get closer to go time on their end, I will put that up on the media share, and we will get ready to watch it. Let's see. What is moment, everyone. Moment, everyone. Alrighty. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. A new MonsterVerse collab featuring Godzilla may be coming to Fortnite, according to multiple reports. YouTube crashed? What? It did? Hold up. Alright, I'll put that to full screen for now. Wait, so my YouTube, I crashed on the YouTube end of things? One moment. Nope, I'm looking right now and it says I'm live. No. Oh, okay. No, that's not what I'm worried about. That's not what I'm worried about at all. Let me go back to it. Hey, Az. Yeah, thank you for confirming that. I was scrambling over to my YouTube to check. But yeah, let's Kaiju News outlet. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to this nightmare. This nightmare scenario. I don't want Godzilla to be in Fortnite. I mean, this is one step closer to my ultimate nightmare scenario, which is Warhammer in Fortnite. Which I feel is just inevitable at this point. Because I know a lot of people were saying Warhammer won't be in Fortnite because it was in Call of Duty first. But remember, Godzilla was in Call of Duty, and now Godzilla's in Fortnite. I feel like this brings us one step closer to the apocalypse here. The doomsday scenario, Warhammer and Fortnite. Fucking, I don't know, fucking... Abaddon the Spoiler, shoots Marneus Calgar in the back of the head with a pump-action shotgun and hits the gritty or some shit. It's like, I don't know how my brain would process that, to be honest. Like, yeah. Like Fortnite is like just... Fortnite is, at this point, is just, it is just the Fate Grand Order of Western properties. MonsterVerse is still based, though? Oh, no, I agree. I fucking love the MonsterVerse. Listen, I believe in peace in our time between fans of the Japanese Godzilla and the Western legendary Godzilla. Minus Monarch. Well, yeah, Monarch was shit. Fake Grand Order mentioned, let's go. Yeah, I don't play it because I'm averse to gacha games. That said, I unironically love the anime and OVA adaptations. Because like that's just my thing. I don't like gacha. I don't like gacha games at all. Full disclosure, I would totally if Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero weren't gacha games, I would actually play them. I mean, the gameplay looks neat, but they're gacha games, and that for me is an instantaneous turnoff. Just absolute no, But oh man, yeah, but this is my nightmare. Godzilla and Fortnite. All right. Wait, nope, that's not it. There it is. Oh my god. Yeah, literally one step closer, man. Fucking Godzilla and Fortnite. What is this? What is the universe coming to? Same gacha ruins them. I've got some good luck with being free to play in Grand Order though, so it's fine. I mean, yeah. Like, something I won't fault Grand Order on is I think the story is really neat. It's just, again, it's locked in a gacha game. That's why I prefer experiencing it through the animes. I'm also, I will admit though, I am similarly biased against fucking, what do you call it too, visual novels. I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna read a novel, I shouldn't require a strategy guide to get the proper ending. Like, that's just, you know, yeah. Like, that's just how I feel. All right, let's open up, no. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get the, this open. We are 10 minutes out from it starting. Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. I've never been a fan of visual novels. Maybe that's it might just be my particular brand of autism speaking, but yeah, I don't like, if I'm going to read a novel, I want to know I'm getting to the actual end without, like, needing a strategy guide. 2029 Godzilla movie. He hits the gritty before attacking Japan for the 30th time. Stryker, shut the fuck up. Like, actually shut the fuck up. That's awful. That's awful. Why would you do that? Why would you post that in my stream chat? Fate Extra is also based as fuck game-wise, not anime. Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, Fate Extra though is like it's like an RPG. That's that's a completely different thing compared to like a visual novel for me. Like, to me, a visual novel is it's basically like in the same category as, say, like a light novel or or like a light or otherwise regular novel, which is why I don't like the, you know, the potential bad end scenario, the bad end or multiple end scenario, because I don't know, for me, reading a novel is a linear experience. It should be a linear experience. Like, I'm just weird about it. I ain't bashing anyone's interest. If you do like visual novels, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. I just don't like them personally. I will also say, though, Megumin, I was not a fan of the Fate Extra anime. I don't think the guy who did Monogatari or whatever it's called was a good choice for a Fate series. I don't think that guy was a good choice for a Fate anime, because it feels too much like one of the Monogatari series and not a Fate series, which was a bit like, in terms of like tone, pacing, and all that stuff. I don't think it was a good fit. You enjoy the Fate Extra Link game? It's like a Fate Extella Link. Yeah, I know. It's like a Fate Muso. I've seen that one. There was also that what was it called? Fate Samurai Remnant or something that came out recently. I've never actually played any of the Fate video games. I probably should one day. Contrary to my tastes, though, I would not play as Astolfo. I mean, would, but he's not my favorite. All right. Who would I play? I'd probably, honestly, I'd probably play as Karna. I fucking love Karna. Karna is like, Karna is like bro tier as far as servants go. Like, it's not even just because he's overpowered. It's like, he's overpowered, but he yearns for somebody who can fight on his level. Like in his character arc in Fate, Fate Apocrypha. That's all he wants. He just wants someone who can throw down with him in an honorable 1v1 fight. And it's listen, I am Fate Apocrypha's strongest soldier. I will always stand that series as a fucking, like, one of the best Fate series. Sigmund sent Bohemond to the gene seed explosion chamber. You can't explode the gene seed. That shit's valuable, man. What are you on about? Fate Extra Last Encore fails to capture a lot of what made the Extra and Extra CCC actually fantastic. Especially CCC. Yeah, no, I agreed. I agree there completely. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. Apocrypha was your first Fate. It's a great series. I will take no slander. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but Sieg is a flat character. He has no he has no personality. He acts like he was born yesterday. Yeah, he was born yesterday. That's his whole character. is that he doesn't know what it means to live. And then he learns what it means to live throughout the series. This is observable information if you just pay the fuck attention. This is like the people who said fucking Godzilla fucking, what was it? The anime one. I'm blanking on the title right now. Godzilla Singular Point. It's like the people said Godzilla Singular Point was bad because, like, oh, it was too confusing. It's like, oh, congratulations. For the first time in your life, you had to pay attention to more than just the monster fights and the Godzilla content you were watching, and now you learn Godzilla actually is a story. Yeah, you fucked up. I'm sorry. Singular Point was good. That's on you. This problem is on you. You should have paid attention instead of just, fast forwarding the monster fights at 2x speed. Achilles is considered his equal in Apocrypha. Karna's equal? Because I remember Siegfried was his equal in Apocrypha. Achilles had beef with Chiron. Granted, it was friendly beef, but it was beef. Because they won.
SWAT deploying.
Bad Mando. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Crusade. But yeah, no, Achilles and Chiron were the two with friendly beef all throughout the Apocrypha, and then at the end it was like they were like Achilles was like, Chiron 1v1 me, bro, and then Chiron was like, okay, I'll use my and Achilles was like, I'll use my noble phantasm, which is basically just, Fox only Final Destination, the noble phantasm, and it was cool as shit. Can't stop rewatching the Horus Heresy trailer. It is really peak. I really like that trailer just because it really exemplifies Horus's fall in like a really subtle way. Because at the start of the trailer, his rant, you can kind of, it's like, you feel like you can, it's a rant, it's a position you can sympathize with. And then by the end, he's literally like, okay, let's burn the galaxy down and everything in it because chaos. Because it's like he goes from sounding, a bit crazy, but somewhat reasonable to completely unhinged by the end. And that is a really good example of Horus's character, because Horus was you could argue Horus was reasonable based on what he'd been shown. When he was in the Spirit Healing Lodge. You could argue he's reasonable, but of course it's all a lie. Because Horus falls for the whole, he gets Anakin Skywalkered. He's like, his vision was a prophecy that he was meant to fulfill through his actions. You just got false gods finally, and it's very, 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 very slow reading through the heresy. And listen, take your time with the heresy, man. And I'll always say, the best way to read Horus Heresy, ignore the guides, ignore the chronological read order guides. The way to do it is always, and I mean always, release order. Always read it in release order. All the convoluted guides just take something that's easy to understand and make it more obnoxious, make it like obnoxious to understand. What's this? Achilles is at least my knowledge considered most consistently the strongest member of the Red Faction, alongside Karna, to the point where Amakusa was confident he could win with those two alone. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Achilles is stupidly strong, but he's not on nobody short of like some of the extreme high level like servants like the old man in the mountain are on Karna's level. Karna's so stupidly strong he has to hold back or he'll kill his master from mana drain. Like, because of just how much it costs for him to fight. Is this... Hold on. Is this still... Oh, they're probably not going to go live until the last fucking minute. Hold on here. I'll reload it real quick. Oh, that's a commercial. It is now on starting soon, though. Hold on. Nobody wants to see... Listen, man. Nobody wants to see a commercial for fucking Wicked. This movie looks rancid. Okay, there we go. Nobody wants to see that. There we go. Okay. I should probably mute it. Okay, there. Okay, okay. Now we are in the we're in the final countdown to the previews going up. All right, here we go.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the World Championship online preview. My name's Nick. This is Alex. Alex, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to show people today, right?
That Alex guy needs to do something about his Reddit hair, seriously.
Sigmar, Warhammer the Horus Heresy, Warhammer the Old World, and some stuff from Black Library.
There's going to be stuff you're expecting, stuff you're not expecting. It's going to be very exciting.
Is the volume on my end good?
The World Championships are taking place.
Like, can y'all hear what they're saying?
Right now, as we speak, as well as the grand narrative there as well. Grand narrative is taking place at Warhammer World here too, and
yes, it is.
You're there this weekend.
I am. I'm somehow here.
Okay, okay. Thanks.
You're being
Reddit hair. No, that's absolute. Gunk. That is absolutely Reddit hair.
Especially, but without any further ado, it's time to look at our first preview, and this one's been waited for and looked forward to for a long time.
Oh, okay. So they're hyping something. Krieg. It's Krieg. It's Krieg. All right, hit. All right, GW, hit me. Oh, those. Oh, that look. Oh, new shit. Not. Artillery team. Oh, the engineers look good. And the Death Riders. Oh, that's the new Death Rider Marshal. Yep, there it is. Oh, that cover is nice. What more? Oh, what's this? Command Squad. Oh, wow. They are going all out with this. They are absolutely going all out with this release. I love it.
The Death Corps of Krieg are back.
They're here.
Damn.
They're really here. Yep. We've teased and hinted about these.
All right, you won me over, GW. Well done.
The army set looks really cool.
This looks so fucking good. Oh, I just noticed the engineer team. It's got the little driller
box. We've seen
explodey bot.
But now we are getting a whole plethora of releases in plastic.
Yes, alongside the Astrum and the Tarum Codex, of course, and there'll be.
Oh, that cover is fucking hot. I love that.
Before we go any further, who are the Death Corps of Krieg? How do they fit into 140,000?
So, the Death Corps of Krieg are the regiments that are raised on the world of Krieg. Now, Krieg fell into civil war about 500 years ago, and it's never been the same since. The surface is now a blasted, irradiated wasteland. And when the Imperium finally made contact again, they showed up and doing the most Imperium thing possible went, you owe some tithes. And Krieg, instead of sending some troops or one regiment, provided 20 regiments fully equipped. And immediately the Department of Muratorum went, this is great, took over the world, sort of tuned everything up to 11. And so now they just pump out all of these fantastic soldiers.
Yeah, from Vita Wombs. It's very gross.
War of attrition and life maybe in the Krieg.
But seriously, it sucks on Krieg.
Life for them is not necessarily cheap. So they're not part of like a cult of sacrifice necessarily, but they've had it ingrained, indoctrinated into them since birth that they need to sell their lives.
Hey, Reddit, I want you to listen very carefully. Despite your memes, they literally just said it. Death Corps of Krieg aren't suicidal. They just said it.
And of course, the rolling thunder is the Astrum and Tarum tanks, and there's all of that to be expected.
You've not actually played tabletop yet, just played Space Marine games, love the lore. Hey, guess what? When this is over, Bad Mando, I will show you Tabletop Simulator.
Incredible. These are the Death Riders.
If you have a PC that can run,
who are these guys, Alex?
Oh, hold on.
These guys, the Riders tend to be a little more free-thinking than your average Krieg soldier. They're given a little bit more freedom in order to operate. It's
damn, those are nice.
That, most of the officer corps are eventually taken. Now you'll notice here the Krieg steeds they're on look very much like horses, but they're deceptively not.
They're a bit weird, aren't they?
So they essentially roll off a production line. They're given subdermal armor. They're given rebreathers, and you can see there at the end of their legs, they're not hooves. They're claws.
Yeah, I love the Krieg horses. They're so fucking weird. It's great.
Life is a little bit cheaper than the tank.
Oh yeah, they don't mind dying. Yeah, exactly.
So that it can get over any kind of rubble or debris or whatever.
Yeah, Mando, if you like I was saying, if you got a PC that can run Space Marine 2, you can run Tabletop Sim.
Pack a punch. How do they play?
On the table, they're actually quite a flexible unit, quite a utility unit. So the Rough Riders with Tiller we've seen before are just there to punch into a unit as hard as they possibly can. But these guys have quite a bit more flexibility in there. They've got las carbines as assault weapons that they can all carry, and they have the screening line rule, which lets them move after enemies have moved as well to protect their lines, and they can get bogged down into.
So they've got options to shoot. Really cool. Shoot slash end stab. Okay.
And lead them against infantry units.
So they're way more flexible than the Rough Riders.
Uses for them. Speed, combat, the works.
That's good. That gives them a role aside from the Rough Riders, rather than just being a Rough Rider reskin.
Combat blade, which is great. These are fantastic. I love the fact, in particular, you talked about when they're rolled off the production line. The steeds. That's just a terrifying.
They're not given names. They're all given serial numbers.
Oh, that is awful. 40k is great. On to the next model. Now, big guns never tire in 40k, and it's certainly true in the Krieg forces. These are the artillery teams. Huge guns, even bigger than the field ordnance we've seen before.
Yeah, no, these are cool. A lot of these are redos of the old Forge World kits, which I really like.
And if you're trying to attack a bunker or a fortress, or
hey, Games Workshop finally learning.
So you can charge in.
If they make this shit in plastic, more people will buy it than overpriced Forge World resin.
The artillery teams here, we've got the heavy mortars, ideally for just smashing heavy infantry away. The quad launchers are there for massed infantry. The multiple rocket launcher takes out tough infantry.
That's cool. The MLRS.
And my favorite, this huge siege cannon, which is just a devastating.
And of course, just big ass cannon.
3 shots. Now, none of these are very accurate, but when they hit hard, which is great. It's nice to have these miniatures at the back of the battlefield. And of course, that model is huge. It's on a 130mm round base.
130mm base, damn.
Diorama for your forces as well. Really cool, a little bit of equipment and stuff at the back as well. It's a really nice little modeling project. And I hope you like painting sandbags. Up next, we've got the Krieg Combat Engineers, Alex. Now,
I'm loving the new design for the Krieg shotguns.
No, typically a guardsman wants to be
look, he's got a fucking World War I German pistol looking las pistol. I love that. I absolutely love that.
They've got a little bit more armor, and they're equipped for close quarters fighting. So they've got flamers and shotguns and swords and lots of trench clubs.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty tasty in a fight. These guys. They've also got the scout rule. They can move.
Yeah, Mando. These are the Death Corps of Krieg. These are the Lol Shovel Imperial Guard infantrymen.
Remote mine, which is a really cool little attack that one of the guys over the controller just sends.
That's the new
units.
They used to that thing used to come in a launcher, the little drone mine, but now it's like an independent little dude they send out.
But leading them all into battle is the famed Lord Marshal Dreer.
Yeah.
What a model this is, Alex.
So Lord Marshal Varnum Dreer, basically he's achieved his position entirely through merit, as you'd expect from the Death Corps of Krieg.
That's a great model.
This isn't a general that stands at the back and orders his troops forward. This guy is going to be in the thick of the fighting. His mount ES819, as I said earlier, they've all got numbers, not names, has fallen several times in battle. And the Lord Marshal insists that it is repaired and returned to him.
The fact it's called repaired rather than just healed. I love it.
And so
he loves his horse.
About them that they are indestructible. But
genetically engineered murder horse.
That's not actually the case.
Well, it's a nice little bit of narrative that comes in the gameplay, because this myth about him being indestructible, actually, he has a rule called tough to kill, whereby, like, my lord.
That's the one I was thinking of, Neil. A Luger. A Luger. It's a Luger las pistol. I love it.
Sort of the narrative marries up with the rules on the table, and his sword there is the Saber of Sacrifice. Is a devastating sword too. He's an inspirational leader for your forces. Don't run away when he's nearby, and can lead.
I wonder if they're going to have a regular foot marshal though,
which is just great. Gives devastating wounds on a charge to a unit of Death Riders, which is really cool.
We've mentioned is just a stunning model. That base in particular, I can see this being one of many Golden Demon entries.
Oh, you're absolutely right, aren't you? Can't wait to see those.
Right. Yeah, no, 40k is cooking right now. This is great.
Death Corps of Krieg. Now, of course, we've got the Astra Militarum Codex here now. We've talked a lot about the Krieg stuff, but Of course, the Astra Militarum Codex will deal with the entire forces, the Cadians and other forces. It mentions all the regiments of the Astra Militarum in there as well. Just like any other codex, you can expect to see the backgrounds of the regiments, the fighting units, the rules for all of those, the history of its most important conflicts it's fought through in the past. And, excitingly enough, there's a brand new combat patrol as well, called Drayden's Lance, which sees Rough Riders of Attila charging into battle, backed up by Kazakin and a command squad, which is great.
Yeah, this is an incredibly flexible combat patrol. As you said, those
I don't know how I feel about the combat patrol.
Speed and the Kazakin form a really nice solid center.
It's a really nice start for an army as well. If you're thinking about starting Astra Militarum, don't forget the.
I don't know enough about Guard to judge if that's a good combat patrol or not, but I don't know how I feel about it.
We'll see every rule, every unit, character, and vehicle. We already know some really exciting stuff about how units are changing. The tank commanders, for example, a Limeras tank commander and a Rogel Dawn tank commander are separate things now, so they can have their own rules. And the detachments in there are 5 different detachments for the Astra Militarum, depending on how you want to fight. For a combined arms regiment, you've got a siege regiment for all your big guns, the mechanized assault for jumping out of tanks. Hammer of the Emperor is just
hey, Philosopher, how you doing?
Which has a really nice stratagem where your tanks can just roll through terrain like it wasn't there. And last,
stream is shitting itself. Hold on. Stream. Hello. Oh boy. Oh, it's not just me. The people in chat are pointing it out too. Yeah. Oh God. Oh boy. Okay. So while the tech priests at GW are shitting themselves trying to get the stream going again. Yeah. Oh. Well, shit.
Welcome to the Credit Karmaverse, a place.
Oh God damn it. I don't want to watch corporate nightmare commercials. Oh no, it fucked up again. Yeah, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna close this out while technical difficulties are happening. Oh, wait. It might be fixed. Oh nope. Stream's down. Oh boy. Damn it, GW. Why you gotta be like this? Okay, yeah. Stream is down for now. They'll probably have it back up in a minute. I know for a fact this ain't done live, so they'll probably just start it from where it left off. Yeah, I'm gonna close that out for now until they fix it. Yeah. F's in chat. There are currently F's in chat going on. Damn it. Oh, hold on.
And other regiments, and so the commissars are often there to hold them.
Commissar.
You've also got
we missed a few things.
Basically the entire unit to resist toxins because he's a chemical warfare specialist.
That's really nice.
So it was only on screen for a second, but there's going to be a commissar. That's a medic.
Maybe my favorite Servo Skull in Warhammer 40,000. The Servo Skull pair who are there to keep notes of everything with a little inkwell and pen.
That's it. You know this is a note to last because he's got the second Servo Skull, making sure it never touches the ground.
Super important. Yeah. Also coming alongside is the Heavy Weapons Squad. Of course, we've seen the Cadian Heavy Weapons Squad before. This is the Krieg version.
I love those Krieg autocannons.
3 different weapon options here. We've got the twin-linked Stubber. We've got the
Stubber.
old las cannon. You'll have seen those before in plenty of different ways. But exciting enough is the huge Krieg Heavy Flamer as well.
That's the most Krieg Heavy Weapons Squad option ever.
Having a heavy flamer as part of a weapons team like this, but as you can imagine, say you took one in a squad, it's that guaranteed Overwatch success.
I mean, take 3 in a squad, Alex, if you wanted to. Why not? These are range 18, strength 5, AP1, damage 2 flamers.
That's good.
Don't charge them, whatever you do.
That's good.
Really cool to see those. And there we go. That is all the new models coming for the Death Corps of Krieg, which is exciting. But there's more stuff coming in the festive period.
There is. So throughout December, on the Warhammer community website, there's going to be a series of downloads available, which are detachments for Warhammer 40,000 as some kind of Grotmas calendar.
Happy Grotmas, everybody. Throughout.
Are they going to bring up the Death Watch? I hope they do, because they're supposed to be bringing Death Watch back.
For Warhammer 40,000. All match play legal, all game legal. You can use them wherever you want to at all. And there's some really exciting stuff in there, including the index for the Death Watch is on the way. Death Watch,
there it is.
I'm very happy to see there'll be ways that you can use your kill teams that you have in their new index coming, and also Chaos Demon players can be excited too. There's 4 detachments coming for them, 1 for each of the Chaos powers. What's really nice is that they've been future-proofed too. So we just seen the Astra Militarum is getting their new codex soon. But their Astra Militarum detachment they're getting during the Grotmas calendar is still legal once that book comes out too. So yeah.
So
Okay. I like that they're actually gonna
Right.
support this.
So we're gonna leave Warhammer 40,000. And we're gonna head off to the old world.
Oh, old world time. Hold on. It's the Empire. I knew it. Oh my fucking god, why? It's doing it again. Yep, that's not on my end. That's on GW's end. Oh, GW, what the fuck? Why is this so scuffed? Why is my stream less scuffed than your stream? Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, soundless, I don't fucking know. Oh, hold on. It came back up for a second. Well, that's going on. Oh, down again.
Soldiers, there are blocks of state troops, missile troops, artillery.
We're missing. Okay,
and war machines too. There's such a fun army to have.
I hope we didn't miss the whole thing because they fucked up.
The state troops, the missile troops, the pistoliers, the knights, demigryph knights, and of course more exotic things like the steam tank, the general on griffin, and the war altar are all coming back as well, which is really cool. We've got some metal kits coming back as well, right? Remember the Grand Masters of the Knightly Orders from the past?
Oh, nice! They're bringing those back.
When I was young.
I'm just glad to see fucking old the Empire back in Old World now.
There's a strong Middenheim theme for this force this time around. We've got the made to order stuff with the classic Empire engineers, Battle Standard Bearer, General on Griffin. The Commander on Pegasus is coming back, flying in from the 90s. Some real classics. We're also going to see the Imperial Ogres coming back. Now, these predate even my Empire army. Great to see these coming back from the past.
Imperial Ogres are coming back, damn.
Hand cannon, but there's also going to be hand weapons and great weapons.
Yeah, literal hand cannon on this dude.
Cannon this guy's carrying. But, Alex, let's talk about the star of the show. It is, of course,
the War Wagon.
The War Wagon is making its appearance back in the old world after not being available for some 25 years.
I'm so happy to see this shit coming back.
Now, this is
these are old models, but they're great models.
It's called remaster. They've taken the original kit and remastered it up, sharpened up a lot of the points, made the detail crisper. They've resculpted the horses at the front. Those are brand new. And this chap here is the engineer that accompanies them. He's a brand new model as well. But it's just great. Now, I'm right thinking there's lots of strange weapons on top of the guys in that little couple, right?
Yes, there is. So these sort of things fell out of fashion in the Empire. But then when Nuln came along and decided to deploy an entire fleet of them, everybody wanted a piece of the action.
You've got in there the man catcher, you've got the bombard launcher, the Hochland long rifle, there's a repeater gun and a hook halberd in there as well. All the experimental weapons together in one place, just in case one of them explodes, which is nice to see.
Apparently, it isn't going down on YouTube.
Add it to your collection.
We'll keep this stream up for now.
Alongside all the releases, we have the Arcane Journal for the Empire of Man. And naturally, it's got all the history of the Empire.
Nice cover art.
States, the geography, uniform guides in there. There's a historical refight in there. We can fight a battle against the beast.
Man, this makes me want to play Total War Warhammer watching all this.
Indeed. So we can we've got a non-gun line there. And there's also, you can field any of the knightly orders.
They each have their own special rules, which is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have a nice Panther army, a Blazing Sun army, which is really cool. And there's some new special characters too.
There are indeed. So we've got Harold Gemmenson, Grandmaster of the Knights Panther, and General Hans von Lowenhack.
Now, we're not going to show you pictures of those yet. They are very lovely, I can guarantee you this, but make sure you're keeping your eye on the Warhammer Community website for
shit, I
more
wanted to see
information on
them.
those very soon. But there's also a slew of new units we've never seen before in an Imperial army for Warhammer Old World. So, yeah, exciting times. So keep your eyes on that.
You Yarhard Total War Warhammer thinking it was 40k.
Available.
Now, it's based on the old
World
Warhammer
for
Fantasy
another
Battles
again
game,
to
which is what this
Horus
is. It's like the re-release of it. Okay. Oh, Arvis Lighter. Well, damn. Malkador Infernus. Valdor Tank Hunter. Arvis Lighter. Oh, nice. They're finally releasing plastic Dorito dreadnoughts.
So the Arvis Lighter returns, the little pig that could fly.
What a great kit, and beloved by Horus Heresy
It is
fans all
indeed.
over. Wonderful to see it actually available in plastic now, which
Yes.
is really cool for the first time in this scale. Why is it so beloved, Alex?
So typically when the army wants to deploy something, they've got these massive landers. However, if you just want to bring, some bullets, some fuel, a squad, the Arvis Lighter is basically the workhorse.
Those things are so cool looking. They're basically like the
and they're great in that too. But it's
they're
nice
like
to
the
feel a cheap
Horus
transport
Heresy
fly for your
version
armies
of
of
the
Heresy that can
Blackhawk.
Transport 12 solo auxiliary models, and they can move 20 inches, which is fast. So ideal for a combat squad or a command unit, or to get a special unit out of combat as soon as they need to. It's just great to see. What's nice as well is the new model's got this chap in the back, models to be firing a huge laser cannon out the back as well.
That's such a cool detail. The back mounted multi laser, like multi laser pintle mount or whatever you want to call it.
And also, I'm told that there'll be rules for that on the way soon as well, which is cool too. Great to have that in the game. But let's on to another couple of tanks. Always fun for Heresy. This is the Valdor Tank Destroyer. That might be one of the biggest guns.
Did they
I've
move
ever
these
seen.
to
Let's see what
Legends
that
for
is.
40k and 10th edition? I don't
Based on
remember.
The Malkador frame, named for the Sigillite. And this is an older variant of tank, which eventually will be replaced by the Lehman Russ because it's a little bit less reliable. However, it's bigger, thicker armor. At this point in time, it's got a lot more variants. And this Tank Hunter one basically has a neutron beam weapon on the front of it. And these are basically replicas of a Dark Age relic. So they're incredibly powerful. And in order to power it, they've in fact had to remove the front sponson to fit in more power
It's
generation.
just a giant battery in the back as it's firing
yes.
that big gun. I love the fact that the Heresy weapons are called things like.
I am legit
It's
glad they're
definitely
turning this
something.
stuff into
It's a
like all this
devastating
stuff into
weapon.
plastic. It's
It's
well
strength
overdue.
10, concussive 3, AP 1.
You love the
and
old
the
school
whole tank
look
arm
mixed with
13 all
new
round,
school
so
tech.
pretty
Yeah, I
tough
love.
too.
That's honestly one of the
So
things
good.
Warhammer has really done best.
Also on the Malkador.
Just how
is the
anachronistic the
Malkador
designs are.
Infernus, and this one, it maybe has a different speciality.
Yeah, so
You've got
from
basically a World
heavily
War One era
entertained
tank with a neutron
infantry.
laser on the front.
It's got a massive flame weapon on the front. The carriage on the back contains a mixture or a series of fuels that have yet to be mixed that are pumped just behind the turret. And I was under the impression that maybe this was an element of safety.
Almost certainly not. It's going to be.
It does kind of have
safety
the
fuels and
it does
the way
kind
that- yeah, it's
of
not
have
safe.
the body of the Mark I British tank. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Those those very early British tanks in World War One.
Carrying uses the Hellstorm template, that gigantic. Remember the old Apocalypse template?
Yeah.
That thing is like 18 inches long, and it's strength 8. This flamer, so yeah, it just burns infantry alive.
Yeah. I think it's called a British
So up
Mark
next,
I
we've also
tank.
got the
Oh, here we
new
go.
Dorito Dreadnought,
The-
the Boreas configuration.
The Dorito
Even more
Dreadnought.
Coven guns than any other Dorito Dreadnought has been before.
That's it. So basically, the Dorito is a stable firing platform. It was developed around the same time as the Contemptor, so it shares some of the features. And early on in the Heresy, it was, not necessarily in great use. but when you're facing Legiones Astartes and you need to bring as much firepower as possible, it became very popular.
It's just a wonderful looking kit. I mean, it's so unsubtle. Yeah, it's got guns and really big ones too.
Very nice Imperial Fist Dreadnought, if you ask me. Just plant its feet in the ground and become the wall.
Shoots things out of the sky. It can also have the choice of carrying the Volkite Falconets, which have the Deflagrate rule, or the Arrakis Heavy Last Cannon Battery, which just blows tanks away.
Arrakis?
So really
Dune?
big guns on a really
Desert planet.
2+ save.
I'm just kidding.
Platform. It's just great.
That's got to be a shout out though, just because of how much 40k owes to Dune.
So if you've already got a Druidio Dreadnought and you want to upgrade it to the Boreas configuration, there's a kit for that. And if you've got one of these and you want to convert it back, there's another one.
That's great. That means you can have real versatility in your modelling kits, and you can really take to battle the one you want to use. That's fantastic. Right, let's move from the Horus Heresy, and now we're moving to the Mortal Realms.
All right, I'm gonna go to sleep. Tell me when this part's over. Like, wake me up. I'm kidding. I just don't. I can't be fucked to care about Age of Sigmar. God, AOS orcs are so lame. They've got none of the character of 40k or Old World orcs. And they call them Oryx instead of orcs.
Wow, the Auric War Clans are here for the Mortal Realms, the brand new battle tome, cool new models, and lots of other things we'll have a look at in a second as well. What's nice here is the rules team have taken the chance to separate the factions out. So in that book, the Crawl Boys and the Ironjaws are two separate factions, essentially two different armies that share a couple of things in common throughout the book as well, which is nice.
Hey, Space Pirate, how you doing?
Part of that is this.
You have a Sigmar game I haven't completed. Too boring. Is it the Is it that one they made for PC?
So this is
that strategy game? I heard nothing good about that. My buddy C-Dat got that for $14 and said it was still too expensive.
To indicate, this is mine, not yours. They have a habit of sort of whispering, because it's not just a little watchtower. This is wrapped up in the winds of magic, and say an enemy army is approaching, you'll hear these whispers, the mists will...
I feel like they were trying to make the Cruel Boys look like, great value brand fucking Uruk-hai or something.
Both of these towers, but they become...
I don't like the Cruel Boys. I think they look weird. Like something just off about them. Like not in like a deliberate good design kind of way, but in a bad design kind of way.
Yes, whereby the Cruel Boys might have, a bit of thought, a bit of planning, because they're the Morky element, the Ironjaws are the Gorky element, and this is where basically the War Chanter has found a rock he really likes, or it's saturated in war energy, and rather than be a watchtower necessarily, the boss can go up here and can literally bully the winds of magic.
He does, yeah. A shouty boss inside the boss rock tower gets the aggressively bossy rule to literally boss around the enemy army, which is really nice as well. So faction train coming with the Oryx very soon. That's really cool. Also, we have...
Hey, Nick, how you doing? They are a bit more Tolkien. A bit, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like making them like that just robs them of the identity that makes Warhammer Orcs Warhammer Orcs. At that point, you're not making Warhammer Orcs, you're making Tolkien Orcs in Warhammer, and I don't think that works.
The skull with the mists coming out of it, conjured by wizards to aid them in their magical spells, but at potential risk. Their head could explode if they imbibe too much of the magical smoke.
Very orky.
Very orky, yeah. The Mork Spit Marsh is the last one here, and this transforms the land into a squelching swamp, which if enemy units go anywhere near or...
Peter Jackson Tolkien, yeah, exactly.
In real trouble. So
yeah, that's what I meant. Like the Cruel Boys, they look like Uruk-hai from Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, and I don't, like I said, I don't think that works for Warhammer.
Every time I run an event, someone asks when this one's coming along, and it's right now. A bunch of Ironjaws there, led by.
I mean, Orca, I've gone on at length before. I think the vast majority of Age of Sigmar models are either over-designed or under-designed with zero in between. Like the only models in Age of Sigmar that look good are the ones that look like they could fit into Warhammer the Old World, and that's really it. I just don't like Age of Sigmar models. Most of them don't look good. The ones that actually look good are rare.
Here, Alex, the Hobgrot Slitter boss.
Yes.
What a cool model, this guy. Tell me about that sword. Why is it dripping in whatever that looks like?
So these guys basically lead.
This looks awful.
So
This model looks awful.
The best scrap, all of that.
Like,
and they'll tend to grab the biggest weapon because obviously that means you're the best.
I don't know how to put my finger on it. It looks too symmetrical.
Guarantee that they win.
This has got a really nice rule that ties in with that called Toxic Stash, where once per battle it's got a chance of...
Like, it legit looks like they just flipped half a model in CAD and then put some bits on it.
Also, we've got the new Battle Tome, of course, which has everything you've come to expect from a Mortal Realms Battle Tome, all the history of the factions.
Well, anyway, Black Library should be up next. So, yeah.
That sort of thing, all the rules you'll need.
After they're done showing this, I'm gonna go look at the models on the Warhammer Community website because when their stream was fucking up, we missed some. So I do apologize for that. We will check that out.
Battle traits, specific enhancements.
See if we missed anything.
My favorite,
more specifically for Krieg and the Empire, because yeah, those were the ones we missed.
More grunters in any of the destruction armies as well, which is just really good fun.
That's great.
So there we go. That is the new War Clans coming very soon, and of course we've got something else coming now as well. This is the new Path to Glory book, Alex.
Indeed. So this is Ravaged Coast, and we've previously fought in Hellcrown along the Ravaged Coast, which is basically that region in between the Nor and the rest of Akshi. We've been fighting in Embergard, and
I just can't take battles in Age of Sigmar seriously.
Slap bang in the center there.
It's like on a multiversal scale, and it just feels like there's no actual stakes to it. Like there's no stakes. The scale is just so absolutely fucked.
Take the Emberstone and control this very important territory.
Path of Glory, of course, is a way of playing narrative games where
like,
you follow your heroes.
One thing 40k does really well is that it makes the battles feel important. I don't feel Age of Sigmar does that at all.
Age of Sigmar, if you're just used to playing match play, highly recommended. And this book is chock full of background and bits and pieces for you to play your games at home as well. The Anvil of Apotheosis is in there as well, lets you create your own heroes. And
anything with a multiversal scale becomes meaningless. Yes, I agree.
Heroes that people have done too, which is really nice to see. So
really the MCU proved that with when they entered their multiverse saga, as they call it. It's just like none of the stakes matter. It's a multiverse. But then when the stakes do matter, they're so ridiculous that you have trouble taking it seriously. It doesn't feel grounded.
Again, these will be match play legal. You can use them in your games wherever you want to. 2 per Grand Alliance.
20-second delay. That might be I might have to adjust that on YouTube. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, Mick. or Nick. I'll have to look into it, Nick. I may not be able to change it really. YouTube's a little fucky with how you set up streams.
Even more coming.
All right, what's this? Okay, you see, this is what I was talking about before. You see, these models, those goblin models, look okay. And the reason they look okay is because if you slapped a square base on them, you could put them right into Warhammer the Old World.
Yes.
And they wouldn't stand out.
Clans, but now their shorter, meaner spirited cousins are on the way.
Yes.
This is the new Gloom.
Lol, that's Warcraft.
To the Mortal Realms.
A little bit, honestly, a little bit in the coloring, Space Pirate. It is a little bit Horde colored, like the Horde from
That's pretty
Warcraft.
Much it. So previously we've been all about the Moon Clans, but now the Git mobs are getting their time in the sun. No pun intended. And basically they hate Glareface Frazzlegit. So this is the lighter fish. Hish and Orgu basically provide the night and day cycle in the realms. However, the lighter fish hurts their beady little eyes. And so they've decided that they're going to take it down. And so these guys wear loads of shiny weapons and armor, and that absorbs the lighter fish, hopefully weakening their mortal enemy.
They also use it as a weapon as well, don't they, to against their foes. We'll see that in a second. Some wonderful miniatures on the way. I wanted to just re-emphasize, by the way, that the MoonClan stuff is still in this book. It is still 100% good to you, so don't worry, MoonClan fans, you're still involved. But the Gitmob stuff, let's have a look at some of the new models coming in this army set. Now, these are the Snarlpack Cavalry. We've seen the Snarlpack Riders before. The Snarlfang Riders.
Multiversal scale can have been done well. Species like Transformers, Lovecraft, classic Marvel.
Rather than one.
The difference is the stories are focused and well written. That's true.
Larger Snarlfangs,
Hey, hey, charisma.
The 2 grots on the back have to raise the pop.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, writers, like especially especially modern writers, especially Age of Sigmar writers, use it as an excuse to have ridiculous scale with no ridiculous scale of conflict with no impact. Because then they don't have to put effort into the writing.
Covered in spears and spiky bits all over them. It's just really, really great miniatures for them to charge into combat. Their Frazzle Burn Scrap rule sees them strike first if they charged, as they glare their enemies out with it, dazzle them with the light that they've stored.
AOS sculptors have a great run of making mounted characters. That is something I did generally notice, Gunk.
Basically discharge it.
They're really good at mounted infantry, but not much else.
This is the Sunstealer Wheeler. This is the new lightweight chariots coming along, built for speed and pulled by the Snarlfangs. They look like they're not just built of normal wood, though.
No, so these things are made out of wicker, and as you said, these are supposed to be really lightweight. But as you can see there, the little effigies of Glareface Frazzlegit, they will, discharge that light, and you've got a very flammable chariot there. So eventually, these things burn up.
They really didn't think about it, did they? Just a wonderful little kit, and covered in spikes as well. These things have got a careening destruction rule. They do mortal wounds as they run over enemy units on the battlefield, which is quite good fun, isn't it? But leading the force, the army set we've seen.
Yeah, don't even get me started on the gameplay for Age of Sigmar.
Sun Chomper.
That fucking, you get 2 turns in a row bullshit is bullshit. I hate it.
During the Age of Chaos. Now, as you can probably think, that was several hundred years ago.
What the hell kind of design is that? Where
the reality is,
look, in terms of design, Warhammer has always been like my turn, your turn. Rather than like a back and forth between each unit you activate. And that's always been a little contentious, I think. I generally think unit back and forth activation by unit is a better system than separate turns. But he's the boss. At the same time,
a grot model that comes on the back for free. Once per battle, you can use the
that's just how Warhammer's done it. But Age of Sigmar gives you the ability to get 2 turns in one go, and that is stupid. That is a stupid system. I have no idea why they refuse to get rid of it, but they should really get rid of it. It would make Age of Sigmar somewhat bearable to play, maybe.
Look at this. It's the new Gitz Doom Diver Catapult, a wonderful recreation of a classic Games Workshop miniature, the Doom Diver here.
Alternating activation is better than separate turns.
Huge,
but ultimately, Games Workshop doesn't appear comfortable making alternating activation in Warhammer. So I'm okay with that. But the whole you can get 2 turns in Age of Sigmar thing is just stupid.
Puts on a metal helmet that again has absorbed the light of his.
Objectively, Age of Sigmar will never be a good game to play on tabletop until they get rid of the double turns.
They're so unreliable that the only one that's allowed to
it's not balanced at all.
They're the most expendable of course.
I love it. The actual damage it does on the battlefield represents how big this miniature is. It's monstrous shooting attack. It does 4 attacks, rend 3, damage 3. But actually,
like I was saying, these models don't look bad just because you can use them
careen into.
You can
every time you use them,
you can put them on a square base and they would fit into the old world. That's why they're good versus the other ones, which are just over designed.
Heroes on some chariots. This is the Snarl boss on a war wheeler. Some Snarl bosses prefer riding.
Pop them on squares. Yeah, no, I agree.
Rather than riding a Snarl fang.
Pop them on squares and play them in old world as goblins.
Alpha Snarl fangs, and if you've managed to get 2, you can get yourself a war wheeler. They tend to have the best gubbins, the shiniest things. And as you can see, his belly is looking rather large.
Yeah, it's a really nice little nod to some classic Warhammer, isn't it? So you've got quite the paunch on in there, isn't he? Bless him. Oh, it's a lovely miniature. And
You've got classic Warhammer, though. It's called the Old World. It's the better game.
This is the Frazzle Git.
There's a reason Old World outsells Age of Sigmar by an order of magnitude.
So the Frazzlegrit Shaman, as you can imagine, are obsessed with absorbing the light of Hysh, and he's hoping that by being, 7 or 8 feet extra in the air, he might get a little bit of juice. But
does it work?
Well, that's debatable. However, being up there, it gives him a really good line of
Like,
sight.
what's this light of Hysh stuff? It's like, I can't bring myself to care about that.
Quite regularly, though, sure. That doesn't look very stable. What a wonderful, wonderful piece. Now, there will be a Gloomspike Git spearhead on the way, a very Snarlfang themed Wolfie spearhead. It's not going to be released for a little while yet, so hold on for that one, folks. But just know it is on the way.
All right, can we move on to the Black Library stuff? Like, that'll actually be interesting.
I've killed them once. I did that. I did it once. That's still legal to use in your game. No problems at all. Let's have a look at the Battle Tome as well. The last thing we're going to talk about here, the whole new book, everything you want to expect from a Battle Tome.
Oh, yes.
In the Mortal Realms, packed full of lore, who the Git mobs are.
I feel like after seeing that hardback cover for the Krieg books, or for the Krieg cover for the Astra Militarum book, the covers on these Age of Sigmar books look really lame.
Raise a Grot or Troggoth hero through the ranks of the Path to Glory, which is just great.
That's very cool.
Really, really cool. It's time to move from one book to another.
Do you guys know if there are more books about Kane outside the book? Yes, there are. It's a whole series. Oh, what's this?
So there we go. It's the Black Library celebration. Of course, happens every year, but this year's a little special, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're getting an entire week rather than, a day or a weekend. So we've got a huge range of books coming. As part of that, we've got Imperial Infantryman's Handbook.
Now, that one's actually coming out alongside the Krieg stuff we saw before, a little bit before the celebration.
I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need
so
it.
This combines
I need it.
The Uplifting Primer and the Departmentum Unitorum Handbook, basically in one solid tome. This one is slightly Krieg themed, so this is previously owned by a trooper, picked up by the quartermaster, and eventually will be redistributed to the troops.
I need that book.
Yes,
but just
like physical copy. I need that book.
Version. And of course, don't let the commissar see you without your copy. Of course. What else we've got coming for the celebration?
So we've also
you can't read a Gotrek book without Felix. No, I agree.
Which is over 200 pages of beautiful images. We've got Outer Dark and Red Tithe from Robbie McNiven, which we've seen before. These are the Carcharodon Astra books, but these are returning in special editions.
Carcharodons.
Shade of Cain, which is basically Malineth, Gotrek's companion, has deserted her post and is free now again in the world. She can't return to the Agents of Azir. Gotrek doesn't particularly want anything to do with her. And the world has changed a great deal since she departed. And this is basically her trying to make her way through. We've got Hell's Last, which is the next in the Minka-Lesk series from Just.
Okay, that's.
We've then got the Gotrek and Malineth Omnibus.
Gotrek and Malineth, and it's like
short stories of
fucking cheap imitation of Gotrek and Felix.
1,000 pages.
The Minka-Lesk book, though, that's something to get hype about. I think that's a good series.
This will keep you going.
That's fantastic stuff. Of course, there's more coming for the Black Library celebration, but we'll reveal those on the Warhammer Community website at some point soon, for sure. There we go. That's been a wonderful preview. We've seen
that was it for the Black Library part.
Host of kids.
We've seen Old World. We've seen Deathcore.
Yep.
We've seen the vehicles for Horus Heresy. We've seen the Age of Sigmar stuff, of course, both the Orc War Plans and the Gloomspike Gits. Had a sneak peek at what's coming over the Grotmas calendar.
Oh yes.
Now, normally that would be enough for a preview, wouldn't it?
That's a lot.
It's quite a bit, but it's Christmas. We're feeling quite generous.
All right, what you hitting us with?
So here's some more stuff.
Eldar. That's Eldar. I think that's Eldar. Yep, it's Eldar. Oh, okay, Swooping Hawks. New Swooping Hawks. Those look really nice. Baroth. New Baroth model. Baharoth? I don't know how you pronounce that. I ain't no stinking alien. Oh. They're finally retiring the old warp spiders after all these years. Lickus? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, fire dragons, and we already saw their Phoenix Lord. There he is, Fuegan. Oh, new Osserman? Yeah, new Osserman. Nice. That looks really good. They're finally retiring those old warp spider models that have been around since before Bill Clinton was in office.
Wow.
From the webway, the Eldari have returned.
Here they are. We've been sneaking and teasing about them. We've mentioned a few things.
Yeah, and we've seen that Fuegan model before.
Yeah. But finally, the entire Eldari are here. And I tell you what, Alex, there is a war host's worth of miniatures.
Yeah, it looks like they're just putting out the rest of the Aspect Warrior kits and their Phoenix Lords.
Before. This model is just absolutely beautiful. Tell me and those watching, who is Fuegan? Why is he a big deal?
So
I mean, it's taken long enough.
The original Exarchs of the Aspect Warriors, and every time they die, another one takes the armor and basically takes the place. So it's almost like this combined spirit of all these warriors, all this experience. And Fuegan the Burning Lance, he basically embodies the act of oblivion that could bring peace, because they all embody a different aspect of Calum and Shakain, the god of war.
So he's like, when he's playing 40k, Fuegan's like, if I kill the entire enemy army, there's no more conflict anymore.
Yeah, there's peace.
Great. I like that guy.
It's so over your head. Hey, listen, man. 40k is like, it's hard not to just be thrown into the deep end.
Damage D6.
But if you didn't know, these guys are the Eldari. They're basically space elves. And these are a bunch of models. People have been waiting for an update on some of these for like 20 years or more.
But of course, Fuegan leads the Fire Dragons.
Indeed.
Another new plastic kit.
These look really
because,
good.
Again, they embody that idea of destruction.
Yeah.
And one of their little kind of quirks is that they've got the intuitive ability to understand where to shoot to destroy an enemy war machine or tank. And the Exarch there in the middle, the Exarchs also have some past lives involved in their armor, is able to do that for even tanks he's never seen before.
That's so cool. There's nowhere to shoot it.
Yep.
They're in a soft spot. That's fantastic. The whole unit carries fusion guns, which are melter weapons by another name, really. And if you've ever fought against Eradicators for the Space Marines, these guys have a similar rule called Assured Destruction. They can reroll everything.
Oh, you got him confused with the Interrex? Yeah, the Interrex are something else.
There's a new weapon option for the Fire Dragons. Fire Dragons, they've got flamers. So they can have flamers too as well. So if you don't want to take a fusion gun, maybe have one there for maybe persuading your opponent not to come in.
People have died waiting for Krypton. I am not joking when I say this. The current Warp Spider models came out before Bill Clinton was president.
Also coming
like before or during his presidency. They've been around for people have died waiting for these kits to be updated.
They basically wear incredibly lightweight armor, and you can see with those wings they're able to take to the air and give that aerial support. They can scout out a little bit, but what they like to do is they like to go really high up. And so if you're looking up,
training an Aspect Shrine for 200 years to do what a 19-year-old guardsman can do with a quartermaster when a quartermaster tosses them a melta. It's a little. They're better. They're better than that gunk, but I mean that is funny though.
Drop grenades on people as they fly over as well. And the Exarch.
Oh, the Swooping Hawks look great. I'm not a fan of the Swooping Hawks just because I played. They were in Eternal Crusade on the Eldar faction, and I hated these motherfuckers flying over me, dropping grenades on my head.
But of course, they also have a Phoenix Lord, and here he is in plastic. This is Baharoth.
Yes, Baharoth, the Cry of the Wind. He trained on Azuran.
He looks really cool.
He was the first of their kind.
Hey, Eldar players, listen. I never want to hear y'all talking about not getting love for your models ever again. They are giving you all of the Aspect Warriors now and all of their troops.
And he's just devastating.
Yeah, Orca. They're finally updating the last of the Phoenix Lords and their respective Phoenix Lords and their respective Aspect Warrior units.
Just a beautiful miniature and wonderful on table as well. It's worth mentioning that all these Phoenix Lords are both devastating in shooting and combat. While you might think this guy's specialized in... No, they're all just good at...
Yeah, no, they can do that, charisma, they just said.
Eldari, right? You mentioned him before. Let's have a look at this. This is Azaman, the Phoenix Lord of the Dire Avengers, and what a miniature that is.
He is...
I don't know, I like the helmet. I think it looks neat.
First of the Phoenix Lords, basically mastered all of Kane's sort of aspects of war and taught the other Phoenix Lords various elements of that. So they each embody one aspect of it, but it's Azuman that kind of embodies that central doctrine of battle, that calm, strategic.
Yeah, I like that model. That's really nice.
He's absolutely devastating on the tabletop.
This is so long overdue. I'm really happy for Eldar players right now.
Damage 2, and the Sword of Azaman that he carries there has 6 attacks.
Eldar players have been waiting for this forever. You guys earned it. You know, hats off to you guys. You earned it. You finally have all your Aspect Warriors and Phoenix Lords in new plastic kits.
Is the new Eldari Codex as well, and it's a bit of an overhaul for the Eldari here. Now, we're expecting new rules and detachments and things as we were before, and new lore and everything else you'd expect to see in the book there. But there's a couple of things that's worth pointing out here. First of all, the Strands of Fate rule they had before has been replaced with a rule called Battle Focus. Strands of Fate let you use those dice to predict the future, as a Farseer might do. But Battle Focus instead teaches your force to move more with more agility around the table. So really playing on that Eldari.
I like that better for
Eldar.
Eldar.
Nice.
Those
Strands of Fate is still around.
Focusing on agility versus that's really how they fight in the lore too.
Of detachments, there are 7 in this book, which is really cool. Going from the War Host, the Wind Rider Host. If you want an army of Wraiths, it's there for you. If you want an army of Harlequins, they're in the book as well, which is nice.
I predicted that.
And
Harlequins.
Really one that I wanted to point out here is the Devoted of your need, the Yanari units, because the Harlequins and the Drakari units you can use in the Eldari forces are in the Codex itself.
So you've got all the Harlequins, all the Drakari in there, so you don't need to worry about bringing, other battle tokens. It's all solidly in.
It is indeed. It does mean that the Eldari Codex is a hefty tome.
Okay. So the Eldari Codex is just all the Eldar now.
Be excited about that. That's really cool.
The
Eldari. We've saved what we think maybe might be the best till last, because there's one last unit of Aspect Warriors we haven't seen in plastic, and here they are. It's the Warp Spiders.
Oh yeah, the Warp Spiders, right?
These guys.
So these guys basically embody the path to victory through defense. They're incredibly tough, but they're also, they've got a fair bit of shooting and combat in them. However, their main trick is with those backpacks. They're able to jump into the warp very briefly and essentially teleport somewhere else.
That sounds dangerous, man.
Yeah, they can arrive unseen. However, Eldari souls are really in demand by Slaanesh, and so to spend any time in the warp whatsoever is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, those warp generators that they carry on their backs give them a rule in the game called Flicker Jump that reflects what you just said, and they can move across the battlefield up to 24 inches, which is monstrous.
That's a hell of a move. Holy crap, 24 inches.
A souped up flamer. So imagine the utility that has on the game. But of course, if they use that warp generator to do that Flicker Jump, there is, as you mentioned, some risk to the unit. They might not all make it out alive, which is cool. The Exile's got loads of options here. You can see they've got
they can move 24 inches, but it's a movement with a gets hot rule,
up to 10 attacks.
That's a good balance, actually.
Even though they can't charge when they've used Flicker Jump, unless you happen to take what I think is my favourite new miniature of the release. This is the Warp Spider Phoenix Lord, Lycus. That's how you pronounce it.
We have waited decades for this.
Yeah, we have.
So Lycus, the Whispering Web, is the Phoenix Lords of the Warp Spider.
This is a brand new model.
Active of the Phoenix Lords, because they're all out and about in the galaxy in various ways, shapes and forms. However, she spends a huge amount of her time in the warp, incredibly dangerous. That is basically the embodiment of Caleb and Chicane's willingness to do anything to destroy the
That's a nice model.
So she'll appear on battlefields across the galaxy, unasked for, unaided, and as you said, will accompany a great range of warp spiders to slaughter everything and then disappear straight back in the warp.
Absolutely incredible miniature. I love it bursting out of the warp there on the model itself, and absolutely monstrous in the game as well. She carries Weave Render, that's her sword. It's terrifying, And her rule, if she joins you as Warp Spiders, they can use the flicker jump rule and then still charge.
So if you take that Exarch with the...
That's pretty nuts.
It's
24-inch move and a charge? Damn.
Coming soon. It's a wonderful miniature. What a way to end the preview. That's fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, there is loads more information about all of the stuff we've seen here today.
That was a great way to end it, actually.
Make sure you go there.
Giving that to Eldar fans.
As well. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. See if I can remember them all. We've got Facebook, we've got X, Instagram, Threads, YouTube. I think that's all of them there.
Nice tactical rock. Yeah, it is.
You can catch up with us there. And of course, we've got some stuff coming on Warhammer Plus quite soon, Alex.
Yes, indeed. We've got a whole new, slate of shows for seasons coming up.
Thought we could get that in there. That's why we're here, you see, really. Thank you all so much, everyone who's behind the scenes helping with the stream. Really appreciate that. And if you're there this weekend at the World Championships or the Grand Narrative itself, have a wonderful time. You're there.
Yeah,
when right now.
We'll be going over to the Warhammer community site when this is over.
Thank you so much for joining us.
To look at some of this stuff.
Thank you, guys. And we'll see you next time. Happy holidays.
I think that's it. Oh, no, we saw this earlier, the secret level episode. We'll watch it again. It's cool.
Must be controlled. Fear forged into obedience. Into faith.
I can't wait for that to come out. Just because, it's continuing Titus's story since Space Marine 2. From your favorite video games in Concord. Sorry. I'm such a dick. All right. That's over. So, hold up, everyone. I'm going to switch us over to the Warhammer community site. Warhammer. Okay. They've already got pages up. We don't care about the Age of Sigmar stuff. One moment, everyone. We saw all of Horus Heresy. Okay, these were the two we missed some of. So one moment, everyone. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. Let's look at. We saw this guy. We saw Dreher, the marshal. All right, these are the Death Riders. We saw those. I was hoping that you'd be able to make a generic Death Rider Marshal. That would be nice. But let's see. Yeah, okay. This is the Combat Engineers. That is a really nice kit. Like Creek fans eating good right now. This shit is spectacular. All right. Let's look for the stuff we missed. All right, here's the artillery pieces. We saw that. Okay, here we go. The command squad. So it looks like a commissar, what is that? I think that's like a Master of Ordnance, maybe. Okay, that's the I want to say this is the this is the generic marshal, and that's that's a medic, standard bearer, and special weapon guy to support them. Voxcaster, thank you, Stryker, thank you. Well, I know he's got a Voxcaster. I think he might be a Master of Ordnance, which was old, which is a thing guard. I think they can still take it, maybe. I don't know. And there's the heavy weapon squads. All right. Oh, the medic is actually an alchemist. Okay. Yeah, because this was the unit we missed out on while the stream was having a stroke. So yeah, but no, these are damn nice kits. All right. And lastly, the last one I want to take a look at because we missed some stuff is Old World. We missed some of these. These are, what are these three? Commanders of the Empire set. It's a engineer, a captain, a general on an Imperial Griffin. Yeah, those are really nice. And yeah, this is what do you call it? It's the infantry. Yeah, these are the infantry models. The spearmen, the handgunners, the flagellants are back. Nice. Like these dudes, they like some of these make for good conversion opportunities for 40K too. Like you want to take a, you want to take a squad of flagellants and just convert them into, Imperium fanatics or something. The great swords, archers. I want to say those are the free companies. Artillery pieces. Yeah, man, this is this is some good shit. Oh, here we go. Oh, and these are the those are like the knights, the mounted free company militia. The steam tank coming back. Forge World resin models. Yeah, these look cool. These look cool. Open these here. This was the war wagon. We saw that. Right, they have metal miniatures. Let's see what they got. Oh, warrior priests. Nice. Those are another good conversion opportunity for 40K. The warrior priests. Engineers. Knight captains. I'm glad they're bringing this old. I'm glad they're bringing this old thing back. The Empire Ogre, like that is so cool. But great for Mordheim. Yeah, do people still play Mordheim tabletop? Like do they? I honestly don't know if they. I mean, I can imagine some people do. But yeah, no, bringing back all these old models. That's really good for. That's really good for like a lot of the older stuff like that. But yeah, that's the preview. That was a really good preview. That's some really good shit they're coming out with. Have they got the one for the Eldar? Oh yeah, they do. I'll take one last look at these. It's the Fire Dragons. Osserman. I don't know. I like the helmet on Osserman. I like this helmet design. 28 Mag does a lot of Mordheim stuff, and the Inquisition 28 crowd love it. You know what? I never got to play Inquisitor. One of these days, I'm gonna have to look into maybe playing Inquisitor 28 on fucking Tabletop Sim. Yeah, but we saw these this dude. These. I'm really glad they're adding, they're redoing the Eldar. Some of these kits are so fucking old. They deserved this revamp long ago. But okay, this is the one though. This is the one I mean, these are the two that, first, okay, the Warp Spiders, because again, the kits for them currently is ancient. Like absolutely ancient. It's criminal it took this long to update them. But I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here, but I want the people who fucked up with the Custodes thing at GW and cost GW sales for 10th edition. I want y'all to realize this is how you do it right, because this is a character. This character Lycus, every pronounce her name. She has never been on tabletop before. This is how you add a female character. You come up with a new character. You know, if you have to change something for the purpose of representation, you don't actually have confidence in the ability to pull it off normally with how you're introducing it. Like, that's the simple fact. Like, introducing a new female character for Eldar is better than taking custodes and adding women. And, you know, it cost GW to do that, which is why I fully believe female custodes will not survive into 11th edition. Look at the cover art. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I see it there. I see it there. Can I not zoom in on that? There we go. Yeah, I see in there. Oh, I mean, Striker, we've seen armor like that on Emperor's Children before, just because Emperor's Children are fucking weird. The Custodes thing felt like a storm in a teacup. I mean, look, GW barely acknowledges it anymore. The Custodes 10th edition flopped. The tithes outside episode 1 flopped. It's like, they know they fucked up. And they fucked up they fucked up all to appease Amazon for a TV series that's probably not going to happen now. So, yeah. Like I said, you're not going to see female custodes go further than they have. It's going to be softly, quietly brushed under the rug and forgotten about. And then, you know, expect future custodes content to only mention men. Like that's probably what they're going to brush it under the rug and, you know, memory hole it. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. Like, honest prediction. But yeah, so that was the preview. Everyone. I'm gonna end it there. I'm going to end it there. Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm going to one moment for people on the Twitch end of things. Is anybody I know streaming right now? If not, I'll just end the stream. Just come on, Twitch app, hurry up. Why would they bother undoing it? Because it hurts the brand. It hurt the brand, and it hurts the future of the brand as long as it exists. You are actually fooling yourself if you think Games Workshop won't undo it. Like, yeah, like if you think they put it out there, now it's going to be there forever. That is actual cope. If you think it's going to be there forever just because they added it. You don't think it's a big deal? I mean, it is a big deal. You can disagree with me, and you are wrong. So, yeah. But, yeah, so, yeah, no one I know is streaming right now, so I'm going to end the stream there. I will be back at 7 p.m. playing Stalker 2. With any luck, the YouTube stream will work again. I'll be able to stream Stalker 2 then on YouTube. Yeah, ending there. Thank you all for coming, everyone. I will catch you later tonight. And take care and have a good day.